Now I'm going to show you how to access your interim assessment results. First, go to the Montana portal. There, click on Smarter Balanced. There are two places to look for students' reports. The first is the online reporting system. There you can print whole class spreadsheets and PDFs of individual student scores. You also can access summative assessment test scores there. This is a good place to go if you just want an overview of how your students performed on the interim assessment. The more in-depth and teacher-friendly reporting can be found in AIRWays interim reporting. Here you will need to log in. From there you'll choose your role and district and hit Continue. You'll be able to see all interim assessments that you have proctored. If you are missing an assessment, talk to your district coordinator. Are able to give you permission to see any interim results. You may need to create a roster to see your students' results. Here you can see the assessment name, the test reason which you chose when assigning the students to the test, the number of students who took the interim assessment, the average test score. This is only for ICA interim assessments. You also can see the performance distributions. For ICAs, you'll see the performance distributions in level 1, 2, 3, or 4. For IABs, you'll see the performance distributions as below standard, at/near standard, or above standard. This page gives you a quick snapshot of how your students performed on the interim assessment. You then can click on the paper with an arrow button to export information from the interim assessment into a PDF or CSV file. Clicking on the magnifying glass or the assessment name gives you more details about the interim assessment. Let's take a look at a demo interim comprehensive assessment. Here is a 5th grade ELA example. You'll need to click on the school. You now can see the classes that took the interim assessment within the school. Choose your own class. Teachers, you'll just be guided right to your own class. Here you can see students listed by last name, first name, their SBAC ID number, their scaled scores, and their overall performance level. You see the overview of your class's performance levels listed with the percent and coordinating colors. In addition, you can see which are the most recent assessments given, marked by the clock symbol, if you have given multiple attempts of the same assessment. This view allows you to see how individual students performed on the interim assessment all on one page. You can see what were the top 5 items, the bottom 5 items, and for interim comprehensive assessments, they are also broken down by the claims. In this case, since it's an ELA assessment, you can see listening, reading, research and inquiry, and writing. You are able to have a quick look at what percent of the class got the question correct. For example, question 17, we see that 50% of the students in your class got it correct. A 0 means they did not get it correct. So the student did not get it correct in their most recent attempt, and the student did get it correct. A 1 means 100%. You then can click on the test item to view the item. By clicking on the rubric and resources button, you can go ahead and see more details about the items, including the topic, which claim and targets it aligns to, and the rubric, where you can see the correct answers. Typically, on interims, students can score a 0 as incorrect, a 1 as correct. On performance task items and written responses, the questions may be out of 2, 3, or 4 points. You can look and see at a student's actual response by clicking on the number across from their name. For example, this student got question 10 incorrect. See the 0? We can see that they chose, we can see the question, we can see that they chose A, and we see that the correct answer was B. For written responses, you'll be able to see what your individual students wrote as well. On the left-hand side of the screen, you'll always be able to filter by claim and by targets. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can break down the data based on attributes. You can go ahead and print singular or multiple student responses, or you can print the entire report. You also can print the entire report as a PDF or CSV file at any time. By clicking on the magnifying glass next to the student's name, you're able to see just that student's assessment information. To go back to the class level or school level, use the crumb trail at the top of the screen. You also are able to access the digital library by clicking on the book indicated at the top of the page. This book will take you to the answer keys and also link you to the digital library. Questions? Feel free to contact the Montana Help Desk. Their number and email addresses are listed at the bottom of the home screen.